I mean, we had heard about crime, we'd heard about drugs, and those were the things that were most, I would say, influencing my opinion. I was just thinking, I read, a couple blogs that were about, oh, the kids climb the roofs and throw rocks at the houses across the street. And I was just like, I think I remember even saying the sentence, like, I just don't want rocks thrown at me. And, and now it seems crazy. Like, I can't imagine anyone picking up a rock and throwing it at me or my house. But I mean, at the time, if I'm reading all of these people writing in saying, this is what happened, it definitely had an effect.
Okay. So in this time that you've been here, how has it stacked up? I mean, all of the stuff that you read about, what's it been like?
I think Potomac Gardens has basically just been a more noisy than average neighbor. I don't think I have many more takeaways other than that. I think sometimes it's louder because there's a higher concentration of people over here compared to other blocks. I think that's predominantly why, for the most part. I think I've seen, there's a lot of police presence that come and go around the area, and I think that both makes me feel safer and also kind of keeps me on my toes. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it's been different from other places where we've lived. I mean, the car got broken into once, but that happened when we lived on 5th Street, and he had parked less than a block from the police station. So, I mean, I'm not putting that on Potomac Gardens, you know what I mean? And there was one time I ordered packages, I had them delivered to the house, and I do this all the time. I do this still, even since this incident. This was the week before Christmas, and they all were opened and emptied. So the boxes were still there, and I came home to all the boxes. And of course, they were Christmas presents for his parents and all of that. And I was just so mad, and I was like shaking the empty boxes at Potomac Gardens, being like, I know you did this, someone in there. But I don't know that. And everything turned out fine. And since then, I mean, I've had everything under the sun delivered to the house because I'm lazy, and I like when Amazon will bring me things for free, and I've had no problem. So I don't really think it's something that necessarily wouldn't have happened anywhere else. It was just, and I think I've read that during like Christmas time, that sort of thing happens like way more often than normal.
Yeah.
So
that's the kind of thing that's one of the kinds of threads that I'll see on the listserv about people losing their packages and whatnot. I think it's crazy. It's crazy somebody was bold enough to sit
on my doorstep and open the boxes. I mean, that's especially good, right? And well, here's what makes it really funny. In 12:11, they were moving out that day. So they were coming and going all day long. At 12:07, they were doing construction, and they had construction workers in their front yard all day long. So I'm just like, when did they even find the time? Like who? And I even asked everyone, because they had been, and how rare for in the middle of the day during a work week for people to be on either side of you. But they ended up saying, yeah, we didn't see anybody. It must have been during our lunch break. And then it was like, is someone watching the house? But then you move on, and Amazon refunds you, and you say no one got hurt, and it's just stuff, and so.